Okay, before we start talking about making our own blog, let's first ask the question, what is a blog? This is the KIS blog's homepage blog. It's really ugly and boring, isn't it? So how do you get this ugly thing to turn into something like the New York Times blogs? How do you get it to turn into something like all of these principals and superintendents of schools all around the world writing on the same blog, putting videos in? All of these are different principals and superintendents from all around the world blogging, writing on the same blog about what good 21st century education is. They put photos in, they put screenshots in of their computer, and as you saw they put movies in, and so on and so forth. This is a teacher I know in Australia, Cindy. Cindy blogs. This is a teacher I know in New Jersey. He blogs and he podcasts. This is a little radio show. You push that button and you'll hear a self-made radio thing. This is a teacher I know who was in Malaysia and now she's in Thailand. She blogs and she does it beautifully. Look at her pictures. Bunch of teachers talking about how to make education better. And look at how popular Kim is. People really like her ideas. That's why we all go to her and read her. This guy blogs. We've worked with him. He's in Hawaii. He's a wonderful blogger. He's the department head of the English department at Punahou High School. And he likes poetry. And he does some beautiful stuff, writing about poetry. And he also likes photography. And I hope that we can see some of his photography in here. Writing about a book there. Cartoons. That's a nice photo. Bruce likes to do a lot of photography in his work. And just to look at a few more blogs, Doug, another blogger that I talk to and he talks to me, he's in Alaska. He blogs. Chris is in Florida. He's a great blogger. Look at the creativity. The New York Times has started blogging now. It's not just articles in the New York Times newspaper. Now they themselves are blogging. Every time something happens, this person who has the fashion blog just writes a little article independently and pushes publish, and it's published. He wrote this one today at 10:15 in the morning, New York time. The last time he did it before that was 4 days earlier, so you don't have to do it every day. The New York Times has blogs about everything. Blogs about books. Blogs about baseball. Look at that, cool. The New York Times also blogs about business, if you're interested in business. So what do you blog about? It depends on what you're interested in. Choose your topic and become a writer about that topic. You like travel? Blog about travel. Teachers blog. Teachers at KIS blog. I blog. And classes at KIS blog. This is a grade 9 creative writing blog of stories that some of our students wrote with stories in Hawaii and Denver. And they're all published here on this blog. Everybody in the world will be able to read this. Students at KIS blog. This is an excellent student blog, Jessica's. Now look at Jessica's blog here. Look how beautiful the presentation. If you go to it and read it, you'll be amazed at the quality of the writing. And what's my evidence? Look how many people have read Jessica. Each one of these dots is one reader. Bigger dots means more than 10 readers. The dots get bigger and bigger as you pass 10 readers, 100 readers, 1,000 readers from the same place. So look at Jessica. She has been read by New Zealand, 3 different readers in Australia, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand, India, the Middle East, Africa, all over Europe. Look how many people in America and North America have read 9th grade Jessica's writing. South America, the Caribbean. Students who write well deserve a better audience than just one teacher. So, okay. Blogging is more than just writing, though. Blogging is also answering, conversing. And I want to go back to Bruce's blog because he just wrote about a movie called Zeitgeist that I watched on Google Video just a couple of days ago. So he says here that he doesn't know I don't know how much of it is true and how much of it's hogwash, but it's worth watching, he says. Now, I want to tell him that I've read something about this information in this movie, and so I pushed comment, and I'm going to leave a comment on his blog. I'm going to hit pause while I do it. Okay, so I just finished writing a comment to Bruce. I read Bruce because he's interested in the same sorts of things I am, so I just wrote a comment to him, so now I'm just going to push publish your comment. And Bruce has to approve it before it will be seen on his blog. He moderates it, which means he doesn't just let it instantly go and be published on his blog. Now, so that's how blogging works. People read, and different from old writing, where the writer wrote and the reader could not answer the reader could not agree, disagree, or put their own thoughts. Now, with this new way of writing, the audience writes back to the writer, and it becomes conversation. Now, I posted this on Sunday, August 5th, just this morning, or yesterday. And I got in my email a notification that somebody had replied to this post. Somebody commented to me. So I haven't read it yet, so I'm going to read it. So I'm going to click on my comments. And you see that Diane, she is in, I think she's in Los Angeles. Vivek is in India. We just started talking. And Lynn is in New Zealand. And she's talking about her student bloggers in New Zealand. So we look forward to her bloggers and my bloggers getting back together. So I'm going to quickly just say thanks, Lynn, more soon. And put in my little code to show that I'm not spam, and then publish my comment, because when somebody takes the trouble to comment on your blog, it's only polite to comment back. So there's my comment back to Lynn. All right, so that's what blogging is. Everybody does it. Again, this is not homework. This is not something that teachers tell students what to write on. This is not what anybody tells anybody to write on. We all write because we're interested in something. And that's why we do it. It's real writing, it's real world. And we get a real audience. And in less than 8 months, if you write a lot and you develop your skills with writing, people will start reading you. It took me months. Okay, so that's it. That's what blogging is. And now we are going to move on to our next tutorial, which is how to set up your own blog here on kisblogs.org. But before we do that, we're going to talk about how to get a username that protects your privacy by generating an anagram. An anagram. Okay, so that'll be number 2.